सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते। तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्मविभागयोः गुणागुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा न सज्जते। प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृत्स्नवितो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्। मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः। ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः। ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम्। सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तां विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः। सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्याः प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि। प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि निग्रहः किं करिष्यति। इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्नवशमागच्छेत् तौ यस्य परिपन्थिनौ श्रेयान् स्वधर्मो विगुणः परधर्मात् स्वनुष्ठितात् स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेयः परधर्मो भयावहः. So we completed up to 32. Okay. So as Bhagavan said in the 31st and 32nd shloka, he is summarizing Karma Yoga. And he is telling, he summarized it in the 30th shloka. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasaha nirashihi nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigata jvaraha. Nirashihi nirmamo bhutva. Sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya adhyatma chetasaya. So first adhyatma chetasa viveka buddhihi. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya, submit all the karmas to me. Okay. Then nirashihi nirmamo bhutva, without any restlessness or without any without any mental disturbance, very calmly. Nirmamo bhutva, without mamakara and desire. Yudhyasva vigata jvaraha. Get your vigata jvaraha, without having external heat or internal heat. Get doing your job. Okay, don't get too disturbed about all this. These things will be there, but you have to focus that Karma Yoga, once you do it, then that will be helpful to give you Jnana Yogyata and then Jnana. And then he concludes it from 31, 32, 33, 34 and 35, where he brings very clearly now in this, he has given the positive and the negative, both the aspects of following Karma Yoga and not following Karma Yoga. In the 31st shloka, Me matam idam nityam anutishtanti ye manavaha. Those manavaha who will follow this implicitly, when you say implicitly, not blindfoldedly, understanding it correctly, that what is the need of it, this is the path, this is not the goal, who follows it with Shraddha. Shraddhavantaha anasuyantaha. Asuya, anasuya. Asuya means having that jealousy or questioning attitude. Will this work? ये चलेगा क्या? ये बरोबर है क्या? That is asuya. It is, बोलते ना मन में एक कीड़ा है वो. You have to evaluate. You have to rationally, logically evaluate. And then you have to convince yourself. Having convinced, then you have to keep it out. And you have to be very clearly focused on what is convinced. Because you will first get information, you will analyze it. Suddenly you will follow it, and after a few days someone will ask a question. Sachi mein ye theek hai kya? Ho gaya. That is asuya. That doubting nature. Every time a doubting nature. Is it correct? Is it not correct? Go. Why? That is the job of manas. Sankalpatma vikalpatmakaha manaha is that doubting nature working like a pendulum. And if you are in that, it will be a problem. Go to buddhi, nishchayatmika buddhi, which is conviction. For that you have to get data, you have to convince yourself. Once convinced, then there is no way to look back. Keep going in. Till that you do all your work of getting information to convince yourself. That is perfectly fine. Blindly don't go. That is why that Shraddhavanta word has come first. Upajiva pramanya Swata pramanya vishayaha iti shraddha. That is how the definition of shraddha is. So you convince yourself, then there is a probability of something which is going to happen in the future which is not known. But my conviction says that I am in the right path. It will unfold when the right time comes. So I need to go. It is like, how you know? डॉक्टर के पास गए, डॉक्टर ने दवा दिया, दवा खा लिए, अब ये काम करेगा कि नहीं, अब ये काम करेगा कि नहीं, ये फुलिशनेस है. If you are doubting that, then you have to doubt before going to the doctor. Chalo, first time you missed it. After that you can doubt and check, oh, if this doctor is not good, his medicine will also be useless, so let me not use it. Second chance also you missed. Correct? And after having it, will this work? Will this work? And doctor says that after 4 doses only you will see the effect. After first dose, it is not working, it is not working. That is असूया. मतलब अंदर एक कीड़ा बैठा है, वो कीड़ा को पहला बाहर निकालो. वो कीड़ा कब बाहर निकलता है? श्रद्धावंत रहेगा तो. That is why you first put श्रद्धावंतः, then anasuyanta. Without shraddha, asuya will be there. First shraddha should be there, then asuya should not be there. That is, one is a very positive attribute, other is removal of negative attribute, then that whole thing becomes complete. Okay, shraddhavanto nasuyantaha muchyante tepi karma bihi. You will be out of this karma business completely. That means you will get moksham. He is directly telling that you will jump and get moksham, but we have to add, with that you will get eligibility, you will understand jnanam, mind will be calm to understand the jnanam, you will be able to be in that jnana nishtha, and from there moksha. So there is a gap in between. It doesn't mean, मतलब बोलते ना, well begun is half done. वैसे well begun is half done मतलब हो गया, आप समझ लो आप पहुंच गए, क्योंकि आपने तो आधा तो पार कर लिया by doing it properly. So that's what he says, which also means what? कर्म योग विना योगेन विना ज्ञान योगः कदापि न सिद्ध्यति. If someone wants to get into jnanam without karma yoga, that will be just on paper. Very, very, very clear. It's because there is no shortcut to this. No shortcut to this. Karma yoga is a must. Whether you go to jnanam or not, it's a separate thing. But without that, there is no possibility of jnanam. If you go to jnanam without karma yoga, you will not even understand and you will miss out that jnana yoga completely. You have wasted your time. Okay, so it is like going to post-graduation without being a graduate. And for that only these explanations are given, that people will give examples. Ramana Maharshi was that way, this person was that way. गया जन्म में क्या हुआ है आपको मालूम नहीं है, हमें मालूम नहीं है. They have completed all that, and after that they have come this janma for post graduation. But we are not exceptions, we are the rule. Okay, follow the rule, be into karma yoga. Whether jnana comes or not is a later thing, but without karma yoga jnana is impossible. But don't consider karma yoga as to be the final one. That is why shraddhavanto nasuyantaha, it's a path. Muchyante is the goal. Tepi karma bihi. So you follow the path and attain the goal. Right? Okay. Then he says another thing. There are many people who will not follow it. Because that is very clear. We mentioned about it also last time. Even Viveka Chudamani. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit. Correct? It comes in the 8th chapter. Same way, Durlabam Trayamevaitat Devanugraha Hetukam Manushyatvam Mumukshutvam Mahapurusha Samshrayaha. So it is Durlabaha. First understand this value of life. If we don't go ahead in this Janma, it's gone. So, which means that this Manushyatvam is rare. But out of that 7 billion people also, or 7 trillion, how many? Whatever. Very few are mumukshutva. So 98% of this human population does not bother of what is mumukshutvam at all. That means they can still be doing karma, kamya karma, adharmika karma, dharmika karma. Some may be doing karma yoga, and some may would have also entered jnanam. All these people are sitting in this. Okay, but if you are having that mumukshutvam, then only shraddhavanta will come, anusuyanta will come. Otherwise it will not come. So that is a must first, clearly. Okay. So those people who do not have this as a goal in life, what? Mumukshutva. What happens? They will not do karma yoga. Correct? Then what happens to them? Ye tve dadabhyasuyantaha na anutishtanti me matam. Yaha tu etad abhi asuyantaha. Those people with asuya who always doubts, who have no conviction on this knowledge, they will keep on challenging, asking, ye hoega kya, hoega kya. What happens? Me matam, in my view, sarvajnana vimudhan stan. Tan sarvajnana vimudhan. Not only atmajnanam, sarvajnana vimudhan. Why? It is not the question of knowledge. It is a question of attitude. That doubting attitude will come in everything, in every knowledge, and every knowledge will be useless. It will not be available for you. Doubtful knowledge is no knowledge. Clear conviction is full knowledge. What is our example? Electrician telling 99.5% I am sure this is a dead wire. Will you touch the wire? No. Why? What did you give value to? Is 99.5 or the 0.5 of unknown? Exactly. So sarvajnana vimudhan stan now. Simple. That is what starts working at that time. So moment you doubt, gone. Jitna bita sab chala jaya. Okay. Vidhi nashtana chetasaha. He has made his life useless. विद्धि नष्टान, उसका नष्ट ही होने वाला है. उसका विद्धि मतलब विद्धि बोले तो क्या है? नॉलेज. उसका फेट, एवरीथिंग इज गॉन. सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज, if not you go for jnanam or not, stop doubting things. That asuya is the biggest problem with things. It is not ignorance. Asuya is the biggest problem. If ajnanam is there, you can surely go get jnanam. But if some jnanam is there and then there is an asuya about that jnanam, it is a bigger problem. Then what to do? Go and completely get the jnanam. Half-baked cake is of no use. Either leave the cake or bake it fully and have it. Half-baked cake is of no use. So full knowledge, full conviction on the knowledge, and no asuya at all. Very, very, very much for everything in life. Same thing is true in our household, our family, our children, our society, our office. Asuya is something which is the biggest problem. And in short, this asuya is called jealousy. Another meaning for asuya is jealousy. That is what it is. Why that doubt comes? Jealousy. ये correct है क्या? मुझे नहीं मिला, उसको मिला तो क्या होगा? All those things are lot of, these are cobwebs. Rather than that, focus on what you have to do, keep doing it. You will see that you have gone far ahead than sitting and doubting this. You have gone far ahead. Okay, so he completes this two opposite verses. One, the positive attribute of doing karma yoga. One who misses out to do karma yoga. What is the fate of both? He has clearly told. Now he comes with another one point. You know, these shlokas tell that Vyasacharya or Krishna is thinking, and sometimes they talk aloud. There's actually a shloka that way. Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakrutehe jnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kinkarishyati. 33rd shloka. Okay. Prakrite, Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakritir jnanavanapi prakriti yanti bhutani nigraha kinkarishyati. Yeah. So he is now giving one, when you keep talking, he has actually completed a topic. फिर भी वो मन में रहता है, it just comes out. That is how this shloka is coming. And he nicely is connected it to the next two shlokas. Okay, these three shlokas, this is my analysis of it, no acharyas have told, but when you see the meaning, ho gaya, bol ke to ho gaya, and you take a pause, and that time there is, this is a fact, reality of life, bol ke you make a statement which has actually got nothing to do with the question and answer. Correct? Yeah, aisa hi hai, kya karenge? And you move. Like that, this shloka is there, because after this, Arjuna comes with a question. There is nothing Krishna is telling about it. He has just told these 2-3 statements, and then Arjuna comes with a question. Okay, this 3 shlokas provokes Arjuna with that question. He starts with this Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakritehe jnanavanapi prakriti yanti bhutani nigraha kinkarishyati. As though he is asking a question to himself. Like that he is putting the statement. The breakup is Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakritehe jnanavan api prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. Okay, sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakritehe jnanavan api prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. The अन्वयम of it, see. Jnanavan api swasyaha prakrite sadrisham cheshtate. Statement of fact. He is putting a statement of fact. Jnanavan api swasyaha prakrite sadrisham cheshtate. Bhutani prakritim yanti. Okay. Bhutani prakritim yanti. Nigraha kim karishyati. What can Nigraha do? He is making a statement of a fact with a helplessness. The way it is told, and this is where that Vyasacharya's brain comes out because these are very, very strong statements. Although told very lightly, it makes us think. Till now, it was pointed at a subject, a person doing. Now it is further generalizing. Why are you doing this, Arjuna? Do you understand this itself? Because now I am going to give you a law. If the law is this, what you and I, or what can this restraint do? Nothing it can do. It is as though a situation of hopelessness is being told here. मतलब बोलते ना, क्या कर सकते? पहला ज़माना नहीं रहा. What can we do? हम बैठ के तो देख ही सकते और क्या कर सकते? See, we often tell this statement. When you tell the statement, not when you are into a conversation, either you started with the statement or you end it up with something, you sum it up like this. ये सब है, ऐसा सब ओके छोड़ो, क्या कर सकते हो? What can you do? Life is like this only. जीना तो पड़ेगा ना. समझ में आ रहा है? But that is a very strong statement because that is coming internally, irrespective of a situation, you are bringing it out. Like that, such a statement he is making. He says, Jnanavan api. Now he is including one set of people. See, इसका पहला वाला statement was those people in general. उसका पहला वाला statement was those people who specific are following karma yoga. Those people who are not following karma yoga. Correct? That is talking about a group. Now he is going to a very, very specific group who are Jnanavan api. Very knowledgeable people who know everything. Jnana nishtha, jnani also. Now he is including them also. Including jnanis. Jnanavan api swasyaha prakrite sadrisham cheshtate. You know, swasyaha prakrite. Swasyaha, this word is innate. Natu agantukam. Atyantikam. It is very much inside, intrinsic to me. I have not acquired it from anywhere. So then my signature, I am this. I am this. I have not acquired this. Swasyaha prakritehe. What is prakritehe? nature, innate nature. Jnanavanapi swasyaha prakrite sadrisham cheshtate. What is sadrisham cheshtate? Huh? Sadrisham cheshtate. What is cheshtate? What is cheshtate? What is cheshta karna? Act. Cheshta means act. Cheshta band karo. Any action is cheshta. Okay. Any activity, mental, physical, verbal, everything included. Sadrisham cheshtate. Sadrisham. Sadrisham means what? Reflected upon by. Or it means according to. Or compelled by. See, drisham is what? To see. Sadrisham means what? Ever seen. At all times seen. What is all times seen to me, which is available to me? My nature. That word is coming out very beautifully. Sadrisham, that is compelled by my nature, my actions are there. Swasyaha prakritehe sadrisham cheshtate jnanavan api. Compelled by their own nature, even very, very knowledgeable people, jnanis also conduct their activities. Are you able to get? Let us, okay. Here I will going to take some names, but that names are for you all to understand the concept. Let us make a basic assumption, because everyone may not agree, I don't know. So let us make an assumption. We are talking about 4-5 names, and let us make an assumption all these people are jnanis. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, jnani. Adi Shankaracharya, jnani. Sai Baba, jnani. Put some names, whatever you want. Correct? All are jnanis. Are their behaviors different?
Yes.
Why? Are you able to understand? They are all jnanis. They are working perfectly with that jnanam only. But the way they conduct is based on their own innate nature. Okay? Atyantikam it is. And that is why there is one statement which is there, Swabhavo Duratikramaha. Swabhavo Duratikrama, the innate nature can never be changed. Innate nature can never be changed. Okay, so Durjanena Priyavadatam Bahu Prakarairapi Sevyamanaha Bhuyopi Siktaha Payasagritena Nanimba Vrikshatva Madhurattvameti. Okay, how much ever you teach a wicked person to talk sweetly, वो बाहर निकलेगा ही. कितना भी आप करो, पूरा ट्रेन करने के बाद वो बाहर निकलेगा ही. भूयोपि सिक्तः पयसा घृतेन. Suppose I plant a neem tree and every day I pour milk and ghee along with water. Na nimba vriksho madhurattvameti. It will never become sweet. Very true, na? That is that innate nature. Typically at homes, especially husband and wife. When are you going to change your nature? The fact, if you have accepted this is your nature, asking this question is foolishness. Think about it. It's a reality. When are you going to change the nature? Nature cannot be changed. What is the reality? Are you able to get it? So, looking at that fact, so he gives a statement, Jnanavanapi swasyaha prakrite sadrisham cheshtate. Forget that. Bhutani prakritim yanti. Why only Jnanavan? Right? Go up to Bhutani. When you say Bhutani, who is Bhutani? Who is Bhutani?
Past.
Us. No, all the living things.
Bhu, Bhutaha.
All living on earth.
All the people, all the pranis, jiva in this bhumi are Bhutaha. Prakritim yanti. They are all governed by their own nature. A lion is of that nature. A cat is of that nature. Although both come in the same family, the cat and lion is different. Elephant is different. Bhutani prakritim yanti. Correct? Never a person who trains an animal tries to change the nature of the animal. They align to the nature and accordingly train. Correct? This is the trick, huh? This is the trick. Please understand. मैं बहुत कुछ बोल दिया बिना बोल के. If you want to train, then use the nature to train. Don't try to change the nature. It will never happen. Okay. See, finally what is it? You can't sit and expect that if an apple falls, it will go up. You are talking against the law. So that is nature. First accept it. And once you have accepted it, you will align how to make use of it better. Exactly like that. Prakritim yanti bhutani is making a bigger statement of fact. Then if this is the reality, nigraha kinkarishyati, that poor restraint, you say na restrain, don't do this, don't do this. What can it do? How will restraint work? He is asking a basic question. हम सब क्या बोल रहे हैं? You should restrain this, इसको ऐसा करो, धार्मिक करो, अधार्मिक मत करो. How will it work if everyone are going to follow that innate nature which is a law? देखो क्या बड़ा चीज बोल के गया है. It has become fatalistic now. Contradictory नहीं. It is fatalistic now. That means accept everything the way it is. Nothing can be changed. There is a place for free will. You understand? ये statement का उतना meaning जाता है. There is no free will now. Free will has no role to play. Nigra kinkarishyati, he has asked that statement that क्या कर सकते हैं यार निग्रह, बेचारा निग्रह, तुम वो करो वो करो वो करो, you restrain बोलते हैं. It will never happen. It's like telling Arjuna, he is now telling Arjuna the other way. Please look at the statement with different angles. First angle is very clearly he is making a statement that जो चल रहा है वो चलते रहने वाला है. I am running this law. The law will have to run the way it is. How much ever people try to do it, nothing is going to happen. It is to continue to do that. That is the law. And Vishnu as a sthiti karta, I will continue to do it. First thing. Second statement, the same thing can be looked as, even if you are knowledgeable that restraint should work, but you are stuck with your innate nature, how will restraint work with you? The third statement, why you alone? Bhutani prakritim yanti, where will restraint work? And the fourth statement, Arjuna Buddhu, what is your nature to fight the war? Why are you nigraha kinkarishyati? Why are you saying I want to run away to take sannyasa? It will not work. Nigraha kinkarishyati. Why are you doing it? It will not work. Are you seeing how four nicely is bringing out this? See, he is after all this Yudhyasva Vigata Jwara is what he has told, correct? Yudhyasva Vigata Jwara, go and fight. Why are you doing this restraint? Let me run away. 13 years, every day without fail, you had only one thing which you surely did. You would not have slept, you would not have eaten something, that's all okay. But one thing every day you did, what? Taking the arrows and sharpening it. For what? Waiting for the 14th year. Then I will come and fight. For that you went to Devaloka and helped Indra to get astras, Pashupata. Correct? And when time has come, you should have then continued there sitting and doing dhyana. Why did you come to this battlefield? And after coming here, you say, I want to run away. Nigraha kinkarishyati. Are you able to understand? Are you talking foolish? That is the way he is talking to Arjuna now specific. So you can take it in limited context. You can take it as a broader context. But it's a very, very important and a law which is being stated there. Nature cannot be changed. You know, when nature cannot be changed, we are saying animals are programmed, human beings have free will. And now he says, Jnanavanapi, conduct through nature, that means free will has no place. Such a problem or a doubt can come. There is a possibility, na? Itna sab bolne ke baad, if this statement is made, obviously Arjuna is going to say, I started the third chapter asking you very clearly, you please decide and tell me. Correct? I am confused. Looks like you are also confused. You please first clarify yourself and make it clear to me. And in the 33rd shloka, you are telling me the same thing. ये सब बोलने के बाद कहानी वापस उधर ही जाता है, निग्रह किं करिष्यति. There is nothing called your free will, my beta. It is all your nature. चलते रहने दो. फिर इतना देर क्यों ये सब बकवास किया? ऐसा question can come. It's a very logical, legitimate question which has to come. If it doesn't come, the other person is idiot. Is not thinking, correct? Just taken for granted, blindly following. No. And that is where our Shastras give very clearly in between pause. Think this question. And again you should get an answer to it. Otherwise you will get confused. जो बीच में ऐसा डालते हैं ना, it's a checking point. Are you blindly listening to me, or are you? The next one, he clearly gives a clarity. And the moment you make such a statement, it is an introspection in your mind what you want to say again. So while telling this itself, when such a doubt comes, the next statement has to clarify the previous statement. Otherwise, the person who is hearing will get supremely confused. Correct? So he clarifies in the next two statements very clearly there. He says, after telling very clearly, Nigraha will not do anything. That means give up. तुम कुछ मत करो, जो मन मर्जी करो. Because the same thing Arjuna can tell her, my nature is to run away. Nigraha किं करिष्यति. Are you able to get that? Same पासा उल्टा दे सकते हैं Arjuna.
If his nature was to run away,
that is what he is asking. Why are you running now after coming into the middle, after seeing two people you want to run? That is stupidity. Because your nature is that way. Even if you run and if you go to the Himalayas, the trees have to suffer. Because you are not going to keep quiet. You will throw the arrow on everyone. The trees will suffer, everything will suffer. Because that is your nature. उधर तुम स्वामी जी का संस्थान चालू कर दोगे, है कि नहीं? Then दिल्ली में मोर्चा, pension for स्वामी जी. Because that is your nature. Nigraha किं करिष्यति. What are you trying to restrain? It is not going to work. Which means escapism is not an alternative when it comes to a situation where you have to do your duty. Because that becomes your innate nature as a Kshatriya to do it. There is no question of escapism. Okay, and this he will clarify that. He says, Indriyasyendriyasyarthe ragadvesho vyavastito tayorna vashamagachet tauhyasya paripanthinau. Okay, he now brings that clarity to that earlier one. Nigraha किं करिष्यति. He gives a very clear answer here. Says, Indriyasyendriyasyarthe रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्न वशमागच्छेत् ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ.
तौ यस्य परिपन्थिनौ.
Okay. इंद्रियस्य इंद्रियस्य अर्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोः न वशम आगच्छेत् तौ हि अस्य परिपन्थिनौ. Let us break that. इंद्रियस्य इंद्रियस्य अर्थे इंद्रियस्य इंद्रियस्यार्थे. This is how the words will be. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe ragadveshau. Okay, don't call it ragadveshaha. Ragadveshau is correct. Ragaha cha dveshaha cha ragadveshau. It is dvandva samasa. So ragadveshau is the right word. Dvivachanam it has to end it. Vyavasthitau. Okay, ragadveshau vyavasthitau. Because ragadveshau vyavasthitau also becomes dvivachana. Vyavasthitaha vyavasthitau vyavasthitaha. Okay. Tayoho. Again tayoho dvivachanam. Tayoho. What is tayoho? Hopefully Sanskrit students are here. Tayoho. Loudly. Off. And Napumsakalinga. See. So either Pullinga or Napumsakalinga. Here it is what? Pullinga or Napumsakalinga. Getting it? Go with the subject, you will get it. Ragadveshaha Napumsakalingaha. Tayoho Saptami Shashti Dvivachanantaha. Dakaranta Napumsakalingaha Tachabdaha Shashti Vibhakti Dvivachanantaha Saptami Vibhakti Dvivachanantaha. Tasya Tayoho Tesham Tasmin Tayoho Teshu. Okay, so here it will be what? Tayoho Vasham. Will it be for Ragadveshas Vasham or in Ragadveshas Vasham? In Saptami. Do not get into the clutches of Ragadvesha. Tayoho Vasham na agachet. Do not get stuck into the clutches of Ragadvesha. Okay. Tau. Again Tau. Tau is what? What? Yes, Pullinga is no answer. Okay. Tachabdaha Dakaranta Pullingaha Prathama Vibhakti Dvivachanantaha or Dvitiya Vibhakti Dvivachanantaha Tau. Saha Taute. Tam Tautan. Tau. Okay. Now, Tau na Vashamagachet. So, to them. Dvitiya. Tau. They. Asya Paripanthinau. Asya. They are. What is Paripanthin? Again. Paripanthino. All Dvivachanam. If you want to learn Dvivachanam, very beautiful shloka this is. All Dvivachanam. Paripanthinau. What is Paripanthin Shabdaha? Enemy. Pantha, path. Paripantha, who stops your path. Paripanthin, enemy. Tau hyasya paripanthinau. And there he has used an emphasis called he. Tau hyasya. Tau hi asya paripanthinau. They indeed are. Both of them indeed are the only enemies in your progress. Okay, so Raga Dvesha is the subject. Okay, what is happening now? We have seen the grammar part. Raga Dvesha Vyavasthitau. What is Vyavasthitau? What is Vyavastha?
Organization.
Are bound by. Bound by. Vyavastha means, see, my organization is a Vyavastha. Means what? I fit into the boundaries of the rules and regulation and set of, that is Vyavastha. Any department, when you say it's a Vyavastha, infrastructure, it has got boundaries, it has got rules, it has got everything in its place, and you have to follow that. Okay, says Indriyasya Indriyasyarthe. First Indriyasya is what? What is Indriyasya? So Indriyasya means what? All the Indriyas, which are they?
Yeah, India, Karma India.
Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That's it. Pancha Jnanendriyani. Okay. Why did he call Indriyasya? It should be Indriyanam. Bahuvachana. 5 are there, na? Five senses are there, na? Or is he referring to only one sense?
Includes to the senses. Is he referring includes to the senses?
5 senses. Jnanendriyani.
Mind controlling this.
This is called Jati Ekavachana. Jati becomes Ekavachana. Humans, in English we call humans. No, human being is a Jati which comprises of many in that. Are you able? Jati becomes one Ekavachana now. Although there are many in it, he is referring to. So when you compare Prani, humans become one. That humans are many. Correct? Like that, that is called Jati Ekavachana. So it becomes, he is referring to like male, female. This Jati now. Are you clear? So Jati Ekavachanam is referred to. Indriyasya means all your Indriyas. Mainly Jnanendriya, even Karmendriya. Doesn't matter. You add that because Karmendriya is doing it based on Jnanendriya only. Karmendriya will not do without an experience of Jnanendriya. Correct? Then, Indriyasya Arthe means what? Indriyasya Arthe. Indriyasya Arthe. Artha is what? Karyarthi, Dhanarthi, Indriyarthi.
To have
Huh? No, everyone possesses Indriya.
Directed by the Indriyas.
That is right. What Indriya Syarthe is what?
The one who benefits. The one who benefits out of that.
Driven by those
Possesses
impulses.
of the.
That is Indriya. That is Indriya. Everyone possesses it. There is no question about that. We are not doubting that someone doesn't have. All have all 5 Indriyas, let's assume that. Including animals have couple of Indriyas, not all the 5 at least, but Indriyas, Indriyasya, Indriya he has given is that general. Okay, but what is Indriyasyarthe? Indriyasyarthe equal to Vishaye. Simple. My senses will go to the object. Where is it connecting? What is the goal of that? Senses ka goal kya hai? To the object. Connect to the object. So Indriyasya Arthe equal to Vishaye. Okay. Which goes where? Tell me. When I am walking and Uday is walking together, हम दोनों चल रहे, The moment Gaurav आया तो I will tell गुलाब जामुन खाएंगे. He will say मिसल पाव खाएंगे. Are you able to understand now? Indriyasya indriyasyarthe. Correct? Both went to the same place. I saw something different. He also saw something, but it was different. Why did he see that and not see this? Ragadvesho vyavasthito. His ragadvesha is directing him what to connect to. I like sweets, ragadvesha gulab jamun. He likes tikha, ragadvesha misal pav. Ragadvesho vyavasthito. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe. What directs this karya karana sanghata? When you say karya karana sanghata, what directs it? Ragadvesha. An elephant is seeing a plant, a lion is seeing a plant, an elephant is seeing a deer, a lion is seeing a deer. The elephant goes near the plant, the lion goes near the deer. Ragadvesho vyavasthito. It's natural instinct. When you understand this, this is called natural instinct. This is how it is going. This is where that it is beyond your free will. Okay. The point what he is making is, when he makes that question, Nigraha kinkarishyati jnanavanapi, he is referring to this. That is instinctive. Very, very instinctive. Okay. And based on this instinctive, we have also got gods. Veena for Saraswati. Correct? Pitambara for Vishnu. Why? Ragadvesho vyavasthito. You will never have Bhasmadari Vishnu and Pitambara Shiva. Not possible. Ragadvesho vyavasthito. Correct na? So that job has to be given to that person. Why? Swadharma. Are you able to get? A person, a child, if understands accounts, notes, money, put him in commerce. Don't try to make that child into engineering. Ragadvesho vyavasthito. It is going in that format. There only the shining will happen. So, whatever you do doesn't matter here. How you are doing it is what he told earlier. What you are going to do is what it is preordained by your nature. Now you will ask the question, my nature cannot be changed? No. No. A very bold statement we are making, no. Because if you try to change the nature, you will have a problem. It cannot be changed. Water will flow from top to bottom. If you have to turn it the other way around, you need a pump. How much of energy is required? It is not worth it. So don't do it. Don't do it. Then what to do? Allow it to happen that way? No. Understand it will go that way. That is the biggest thing. The moment you understand that, you will not fight it first. You will align to it and work with it. And when you align to something, the benefit is far more. Otherwise, your progress will not be there. You will be fighting it. You will be stuck there fighting it. Okay. Someone says, why am I so chidchida? First accept I am chidchida. The moment you accept that, chidchidapan apne aap gaya. But if you fight it to change, I should be calm, I should be calm, you will look calm from outside, but inside chidchida hi chidchida. Right or wrong? So first accept I have a nature. Prakritim yanti bhutani. I am jumping across shlokas. Prakritim, sattva prakriti, rajo prakriti, tamo prakriti, yantim bhutani, mix of prakriti, yantim bhutani. Everyone have got sattva, rajas, tama guna. Why? Why? ब्रह्माश्रया सत्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया asti. From that maya only my buddhi, ahankara, everything is out, including my indriyas, including my sharira, is then got three gunas. Then I will have predominantly certain gunas, and some of them will be situational based gunas. Based on the situation, I may have a different behavior, but my innate nature will be like this. Now you'll ask a question, why my innate nature is like this? Purva janma kritam punya papam. Simple. Why have you got this janma like this with this raga dvesha? Purva janma kritam. Nothing has come by itself. Then what can I do? Don't try to change your nature now. Then what to do? Do put effort so that your next janma nature will be better than this janma nature. How will I do it? Here that is true. First understand Indriyasya indriyasyarte ragadvesho vyavastito. Don't try to touch that. That is reality. Nature of a person is reality at that point of time. We are not talking jnanama. Don't come and tell me Atma is only there, this all is not there. We are in Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, Dvaita, Shariram is there. Complete Vishwam, Darpana and all don't say. Maha Satyam Vishwam. Karya Karana Sangata happening. I have to now change my ways of thinking so that I improve and move ahead, mature ahead. Okay, so don't bring Advaita right now. It is purely Dvaita for me to improve. For improving, what should I understand? There are two aspects. First is an innate nature. The faster I accept about it to me, about myself and to others, about them, I am very happy. There is no stress unwanted. The moment you first accept, I am what I am, they are what they are, she is what she is, he is what he is, that first stress goes off. Then what is the issue? Should I just leave it that way? This is Tayorna vashamagachet tauhyasya paripatti. That is what you have to become. Then what is this vashamagachet? You accept it that it is there, but don't become its slave. Who is the driver? Is my raga dvesha driving me? Or am I driving my raga dvesha? Or am I accepting it is there and telling you be there? I respect you, I know you, you be there, but I will not listen to you. Are you able to get this? That is where free will comes in. Don't interchange. First, innate nature, indriyasyendriyasyarte ragadvesho vyavastito. If you bring free will, you will utterly fail and be with a lot of stress. Everyone has that idea now. I will change the whole world. Nothing will happen. Century Bazaar. You know what is Century Bazaar? You have seen Century Bazaar? That person's head will never come up. क्योंकि पूरा पेट पर ऐसा रखे नीचे देखिए. Don't become Century Bazaar. It is not going to work. First accept that differences will be there. Because that differences are outward differences related to Prakriti. Everyone innate actually are Atma. But starting from Prakriti, everyone has got Raga Dvesha, and Indriyasya Indriyasyarte is a natural process with everyone. That will be there. Then what should I do? Where is Nigraha? Nigraha king karishyati? Question is asked now. If you bring Nigraha there, you will fail. Then where should you bring Nigraha? Tayorna vashamagachet. So I bring Nigraha. समझ में आ रहा है? Blankness I can see.
So we recognize our raga dvesha
And
then do what? Of what?
they will be there at the there.
Hmm.
He cannot change them.
So then Nigraha to what?
Indriya.
They will go there.
Control
Control what?
over the influence.
Then you can't do it, is what you are saying, na?
Do not allow them to drive you.
Means what? See.
Give a different target.
You
Huh?
so Pratyahara.
What is Pratyahara?
No.
See, now this statement I have told and I have not gone ahead. Because this is going to now give, on one hand we are telling very clearly, Swabhavo Duratikrama. Swabhava cannot be changed. Indriya Sindresarte Raga Dvesho Vyavastito, you cannot change it. Then we say bring Nigraha. And Nigraha is where Tayorna Vasham Agache. That is how you bring Nigraha. That means don't become their slave. That means what should you do? Because if you say I am going to do this, I will say Indriyasya Arte. Okay, I don't do this, I keep quiet. Tayoho Vashama Gachet, I will tell them. If you don't do anything. That means no restraint on one part, restraint on some other part. That judiciously you have to use that restraint. Where not to use it and where to use it is a question. Where is that clarity is what we need to get from this shloka. What to control and what not to control. Everything is buddhi only. You mean to say Tayorna Vashavagachet, the Indriyasya Arte is happening without buddhi? Very easily said. What is to be done is the question. Let us take this as a clear one now. Thought will come. Do not anytime put a restriction that why this thought came to me. Wrong. You are wasting your time. Why? The thought has come and you have no control on it. A thought has come. You have no control on it. Why did the thought come? Indriyasya arte raga dvesho vyavastita. There is a thought which has come. There are many thoughts which come, which we say, why this thought is coming to me? It should not have come. Never do that. Thought will come. It is beyond your control. If so many, it's like waves will come in the water. No, only good waves should come. Not possible. All waves will come. Then what should I do? Which wave I should stand and hold? Where I should sit and they should go above me? That is what I have to decide. Correct? The moment a thought comes, then what is in your hand is to give it a path. Coming of the thought, stopping of the thought is not in your hand. It will come, it will go. Whether to give it a fuel is in your hand.
What do you mean by give a path?
When you give it fuel, suppose a thought comes. Simple thing. Shama, do you know that day in that class now, I think Vaishali was not behaving well. Thought. Yes sir, even I thought that. Swaha, Dhritam, Swaha, Chalu. You know, before that also same thing happened one day. Samajh mein aa raha hai? Now, this is where free will is coming. The first time I telling it out of my mouth also, there is a clear free will coming out of it. But I am assuming that somewhere a thought has to come na. That has come out. Which has come to my mind, I told it without restraint. Let's assume that is correct. It is itself wrong. Because I have allowed it to come to my mouth is due to free will. First thing. So, the moment we start giving fuel to it, it will start. It will start. And it is not one or two times. You give it multiple times and multiple occasion, and it is sitting. Like that, many such small fires are sitting inside. In every occasion, उस पे हम घी डालते रहते हैं. Think about it. Till one day it comes as a big fire. So, when there is a small flame, if the wind comes, it will go off. But if that flame has become like a forest fire, if the wind comes, there is a problem now. Why? The wind will join hand with the fire. Earlier the wind was going against the fire. Now the wind is joining hands with the fire because the fire is stronger than the wind. And both together will burn more. Okay. So first that thought when it comes, that is not at all a problem. Most of the time we start thinking, why this thought is coming? Absolute waste of place where you are putting effort. Accepting that this thought has come, instead of pondering on that thought, give mind some other job. That is what the path is. Deviate from that, automatically that thought will go off. उसमें घी मत डालो. Are you able to get that? उसमें घी डालने का इस Vashamagacche. Why did I put ghee? Ask that question. Why did I put this ghee? I want to satisfy my raga dvesha, तो मैं आहुति डालते गया. Means what? I have become raga dvesha slave. Vasham. Are you able to get? Very nicely given. Huh? So you should know what to control. That is why nigraha kinkarishyati. Indriyasindriyasyarte ragadvesho vyavastito nigraha kadapi. Don't try it. It is wasting. But after that, it is my free will which is continuing. You know, as children we play sakli game. So far as one guy is there, he will easily go and touch one. Now if one more comes together, spread increases, tension also increases. As much as scope increases to hold, tension also increases. Huh? Like that, four becomes एक उधर से खींचेगा, एक इधर से खींचेगा. This is what will happen. So who decided Sakli? With my free will. But if I leave it as one person, कभी का वो मर गया रहेगा. It would never come. Are you able to get this? Okay. So now moving from karma, he says, it is not, my dear, the action, it is the thought and the attitude which is actually having a problem. It is not who is doing what action. A Brahmana can do any action, a Kshatriya can do any action. What he is doing, his job is not at all really important. The attitude in which he is doing is the problem now. Okay. If as a Brahmana, if I say that, okay, you call me for puja, ये दक्षिणा है तो मैं इतना मिनट का पूजा करूँगा, ये दक्षिणा है तो इतना मिनट का पूजा करूँगा, then Brahmana by structure and Veshabhusha, Vaishya by thought. I'm a highly commercial person. Only my Veshabhusha is Brahmana. Mentally I am a commercial person. Okay, this is where that dharma is now changed. Because next statement is going to bring to that. When you have this varnashrama very clearly given, every varna has got a dharma, what you have to follow. So two questions come: the thought, the path. Okay, the path can be dharmic or adharmic. When there is a thought, I can have two paths to achieve it, to take it ahead. A dharmic path and a adharmic path. Yes or no? How will you know which is dharmic, which is adharmic? The fact that you know something is adharmic implies that you know dharma. Otherwise, that thought of adharmic will never come. For a small child, there is nothing called dharma or adharma. Only for the child's parents there is dharma and adharma. They will say not to do like this. When a Swamiji comes or someone, this child will go and do something, play around. It is parents, oh Swamiji, child doesn't have dharma at all there. Are you understanding? So, who brings this dharma and adharma? As we grow, our raga dvesha decides that. Based on that, we ourselves have boundary for our own dharma. For someone, ऐसा ही करना है. Someone else will say, ठीक है, आज का ले लो. कोई बोलेगा निर्जल उपवास करना है महाशिवरात्रि के लिए. That is my dharma. Someone will say, चलेगा, चाय, साबुदाना खिचड़ी चल जाएगा. Someone will say, नहीं, फल और दूध चल जाएगा. Someone will say, नहीं, पानी भी नहीं. Now, what is dharma? Everything is dharma. Then based on what I have decided, what is my dharma? There is adharma compared to that. I will eat and drink whatever I want. That everyone agrees that this is adharma. The person who is doing it also. So who is doing it is also very clear and conscious that it is adharma and then is doing it. Why? Raga dvesha. Vasham. He has become a slave of his raga dvesha where he is unable to restrain it. Why? The thought of dharma comes there. He is not able to turn that to that dharmic path and he continues to go into the adharmic path. Are we able to get this? Okay, this is what beautifully Krishna is bringing out, Vyasacharya is bringing out. Indriyasya indriyasyarte ragadvesho vyavastitau. It's a reality. Never go. And for that nigraha king karishyati. What can we do? Prakritehe. He says, Prakritim yanti bhutani. If that is there in every life, what has got life has got this prakriti. Okay, then what can you do nigraha? That means that don't try to do it. Then where to do it? Tayorna vashamagachet nigraham kudu. How do I not become a prey to it? By turning to another thought. By turning to another thought. Don't stop why that thought is coming. No. Don't keep thinking why did that thought come. What do you mean? Don't keep thinking why did that thought come. Means what? I am enlivening every moment with that thought, thinking why it is, why it should not, why it is coming or why it should not come. The stupidity, ना? Self-fooling है वो. उससे अच्छा उसको उधर छोड़ दो. आ गया वो आ गया. I am aware of it. Go to the next one. Take the path of dharma. Automatically that will continue to go. ये अपने आप बुझ जाएगा. Divert your mind, in short. When we say divert your mind, many a times we never understand. When you say divert your mind, we also at the back of our mind we say such a thing should not come at all. You divert your mind. No, such a thing will come. Be very much aware that it is natural, but don't continue to go with it. That is the real answer. Is it clear? Then after diverting, you have two paths. Dharmika or adharmika. Where do you want to go? That one person has to decide, right? And again that is directed by what? My own ragadvesha. My ragadvesha decides which path I will take, even if the thought changes. Okay, so two aspects very clearly. First is a natural aspect, don't stop it. Second is where free will is there, exercise your free will into the right direction, using the right thought, then with the right attitude, you will start seeing your results. Clear? Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharma swanushtitat swadharme nidhanam shreyah paradharmo bhayavah. All these shlokas have got various ways to see it. Here Shastra is sitting very strongly in this. He is talking about Shastra But today no one will accept such a Shastra. That is a different thing. Whatever is Shastra is based on that such a statement is made, but you can generalize it also to what we will see. We will see both the aspects of this. See, the breakup of this is Shreyan, Swadharmaha, Vigunaha, Paradharmaha, Paradharmat. Paradharmat su anushthitaha. Swanushtitat is su anushtitat. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha. Paradharmaha bhayavaha. Bhayavaha. Okay. Shreyan swadharmaha vigunaha paradharmat swanushtitat swadharme nidhanam shreyah paradharmaha bhayavaha. Okay. Swanushtitat. Swanushtitat. Swanushtitat is which vibhakti? Panchami vibhakti. Correct? Pullingaha shabdaha, swanushthita shabdaha, Panchami vibhakti. From Swanushtitat, Paradharmat, again Panchami. Paradharmat. Okay, again Panchami sitting here. So from Paradharma, doing Swa Anushtanam. Okay. Vigunaha, Swadharmaha, Api Shreyan. Swanushtitat Paradharmat Vigunaha Swadharmaha Api Shreyan. Okay. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmaha bhayavaha. What is he saying here? Anushtita means what? Anushtitaha, to practice. Swanushtitaha, self practice properly. Okay. Paradharma. Paradharma. Others dharma. Swadharma. Swadharma is my own dharma. Paradharma is others dharma. One which I need to be doing, that which I am doing which someone else is doing. Okay. Vigunaha means, what is Vigunaha? That is Avaguna. What is Vigunaha? Improperly. To do it improperly. Okay. Swanushtitat Paradharma. Compared to doing fantastically others' dharma. You may be very good in doing others' dharma. Compared to that, Swadharmaha Vigunaha Api Shreya. Doing your own dharma not to the best also is better. Statement देखो क्या है? Logically it is not true. That is what is Shastra. Shastra never fits to logic. That is why you need someone to explain why it is mentioned that. Swadharmaha Shreyan Vigunaha even if you are doing your dharma not to the best, I have a certain ability, I can't do better than that. Even if I do that, so it is better than doing some other dharma very nicely. Now you will ask a question, if I am able to do that very nicely, that should be my Swadharma.
Yes.
Correct na? If I am able to do something better than what I am doing here, then I have actually misunderstood my Swadharma. That should have been my Swadharma. That is why I am able to do it better.
It can also mean I have not understood my dharma properly.
Swadharma is Swadharma. What is dharma? Come back. If you have not understood, then you have to better understand that. That is why we are human beings. If we don't understand what is my Swadharma, okay, when we said guna is innate to me, my Swadharma is innate to me. Swaguna dharma is Swadharma. Are you able to get that? My guna I know very clearly. Okay. For example, here he is moving from guna as well as to karma. When Krishna is talking about this, he is referring to first Arjuna. What is Arjuna's Swadharma? Kshatriya. Kshatriya. Vigunaha, even if you are not so good in Kshatriya, it is still better than you doing a job of a Brahmana. Now this is what? Karma related. Karma related. I am sitting in that karma, so I am bound by that karma. Jumping out of that karma, saying that no, this is better for me, is useless. First, we keep changing jobs. This is exactly what they are. No meaning. It is not going to help you. There will be plus and minus in everything. You may be able to do it, you may not be able to do it very well. But if it is Swadharma, you better do it. Because that other path looks rosy. If I jump there, it is your enemy. Why? First point is, you have taken this janma of a human being to exhaust certain karma padas. That is why you have come with that gunas. That is why you have been put in certain situations. Going to something else means you are trying to circumvent that situation and going somewhere else. It is not going to help you. Why? You will be worse than what you were at the starting of this life. For example, you just see that. Take this example of children. If a child wants to go into engineering and the parents are doctors and they push them into studying medicine, the child will not be able to perform. It is harmful to the child. Swadharmaha Shreya, I may not be the best in engineering, I may come 4th or 5th, but surely it is better than turning myself to become a doctor. Are we able to get this? This is a simple logic there first. From a very karma vipaka, from the karma point of view, we are not even going to guna. From the karma path, swa, guna, dharma, dharmic path where my guna can grow is swadharma. Adharmic path where my guna can grow is not swadharma. Understand that clearly. What is swadharma? Swaguna Swaguna is that innate nature of me, Prakriti. That in which path it can go. The dharmic path is dharma for me. So Swaguna, path in which I am moving, is Swadharma for me. Okay. That got broadly classified as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. If you look at a society, there are only 4 ways to lead life by which you enhance your life and you contribute to the society. Very clearly. You give these 4 names, or you call it whatever you want as different name. The job they are doing is this only. One who is the knowledge repository, learns, propagates, teaches. The other one who is making an infrastructure for this propagation. Third one who is ensuring that there is life, livelihood, money, system, so which this everything will start working. Fourth are followers. In any society, in any organization other than these 4, you cannot have a 5th one. Fourth, you call service providers today. Correct? The main people who are the knowledge of that company, who are taking it, who are directing it, who are the visionaries, are the Brahmanas. The Kshatriyas are the people who are making systems and everything to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Vaishyas are the people who are actually making that infrastructure to work. And Shudras are support systems, hygiene factors. Let it be a house, let it be a office, let it be a society, let it be a country, everything happens this way. Now for a person to be in this system, that innate gunas should work. If I am of that nature that I can contribute to the knowledge, and if I am sitting somewhere in the Vaishya function of the job of that organization, it is absolutely useless. Are you able to get that? I am a person who is knowledge based. I should be into the area where that knowledge area of that job is there in that organization. Then it is Swadharma for me. The misfit, it is bad not only for me, it is bad for the organization. Correct? Then it is better to change your job even if you get a less pay. Because you will have growth, intrinsic growth only in that. Otherwise, you will end up working for 40 years and the day of retirement, you will start coaching class. Why? For 40 years, I could not do that. That is my intrinsic need and I didn't do that. There are many people who start learning homeopathy and Ayurvedic after retirement. Why? I wanted to do that, but I had no option but to work. चलो अभी रिटायर हो गया तो पहला एक ख्वाहिश मेरा पूरा करो. Why? Swadharma starts working. Are you able to get this? So at the right opportunity, we have to move to our mainstream, which is going to help us and the society for growth. Then you are aligning Swadharma. Then only it is Swaguna Dharma in the path. That is where you have a choice. Okay. So Shreyan Swadharma. Your Swadharma Shreyan, even if you are mediocre there, you may not be the best there, but your growth will be there. Paradharma Anushtita, if you are Swa Anushtita, other than your guna, Paradharma if you take, and even if you excel in it, it is actually going to harm you. Why are you doing that Paradharma? Why is that innate reason to do that Paradharma and not follow Shreya, Swadharma? Ragadvesha. Now you understand? It is going back to Ragadvesha. My Ragadvesha is trying to underplay my Swadharma and force me to do Paradharma, and that is why to show everyone I excel there. But in reality I don't excel at all. There are so many people who work, including me. After some time, he say, "इतना साल से वही कर रहा है, बोर मार रहा है." just bored of doing it. Why do it? It is not giving me, it is the same thing. Doesn't make sense. Correct? Because that growth is very clear. These are facts. So, wherever you see that there is a conflict, see first possibility to align yourself to Swami. Even if you are a mediocre there. One nice example is given. There was a businessman, a rich man, who had a factory and everything, and he had his own bungalow, and he has a watchman and security guard, everything is there. So one day morning, he was going off. So he was going to fly and go somewhere for a meeting or something. And as he came down, the watchman said that, "Sir, please don't go today. Please don't go today, I beg to you." He said, "Why?" "No, I had a dream that your plane will meet with an accident and you will die. Please don't go." And so this person also thought, ठीक है, इतना बोल रहा है, because this watchman is there for many years, security person is there for a long time, हितैषी है मेरा, अभी वो बोल रहा है मॉर्निंग का टाइम पे आया रहेगा, must be true also, ऐसा कुछ इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं कि नहीं गया तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, let me cancel it. So he doesn't go. And later on, he hears that flight met with an accident and everyone dies. So later on, he calls this person. He says, "Thank you very much for saving my life. I'm really indebted to you, and I want to give you something. ये रख लो पैसे, मेरे जान बचाए तुमने and all." And then he said, "From tomorrow, you don't have to come to work. From tomorrow, you don't have to come to work." This person was puzzled. Everything is so fantastic. Things have happened the way I could do. He is appreciated. He has given me money. He has thanked, and he says, "Don't come to work." He says, "Yes." As a watchman, if you get dream, then you slept in your work. For that, I am not keeping you. Shreyan swadharmo vigudaha paradharma swadushtita. Think about it. It's a very true. You have been kept here to be watchful, and you get a dream. Means you slept. I don't need you. Correct? That's a reality. Shreyan swadharmo vigudaha. So how much ever we feel that other, see, what did he do? He came out of his dharma. He left his dharma of doing his watchman job. That is why he went to sleep. Because he went to sleep, he got a dream. That dream saved this person, for which he was also benefited. He gave him a gift and everything. But he didn't do his job. That is a base. Correct? Paradharma swanishtita swadharmo nidhanam shreya. Now he says, the next line he gives next. Swadharme nidhanam shreya. Even by doing your own dharma, which is right, even if you die, it is much, much better than paradharmo bhayavaha. If you are going to shreya, you will get a lot of, that is your bigger enemy. You better die doing swadharma. Give up your life doing swadharma. It is better than living in paradharma. Okay. The second line is also very clear, because understand one thing. This brings about, the Shastras are very clear. Only Brahmanas can take sannyasa. The Shastra ruling is very clear. You have to go through your at least Grihastha and then only sannyasa. Okay. Even today, the Sri Vaishnavas will never accept anyone taking sannyasa without grihastha. You have to go to grihastha ashrama and from there only go to sannyasa. That is the path. Okay. There are other views where directly from brahmacharya to sannyasa people are there. But the shastra is you have to go through the three and then take sannyasa, and this is possible only for brahmana, which means brahmana swadharma is sannyasa, kshatriya's paradharma becomes sannyasa. So if Arjuna wants to take sannyasa, is paradharma. Better than that in swadharma you die. It is any day better than living in Himalaya and become a jnani. Useless. You will never become a jnani. Very clearly given. Karma chhod chhad ke sannyas le liye will not work. So very nicely they are aligning these sentences with a reference to Arjuna and also giving a very general rule by going with Prakriti gunas, how Raga Dvesha, and then you become Vasha of that. That is why you take Paradharma and leave Swadharma. If you are in Swadharma, how much ever you don't like it, you will continue doing it. Why? The Shraddha in it is much higher. So you will continue to do it. In Paradharma, what happens? The benefit is very clearly visible to me. That is why my Raga Dvesha is pushing there. And in Swadharma, there is no benefit. Swadharmaha Shreyaha, Paradharmaha, not at all Shreya. Swadharma may not be rewarding in the long run. Paradharma, immediate rewards. Are we able to get this? That is why he says Shreyam Swadharmo Vigna. So never give up Swadharma. When you say Swaguna Dharma Nirata Pantaha Swadharma, it is not simply, so first align the thought, see it is in a dharmic path, that dharmic path which is aligning to your Raga Dvesha does not hurt it too much. Accept that Raga Dvesha is going to be there and then go into that path. That means that selection of path becomes very, very important. Today we are saying that. But earlier we had Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. That selection was not at all there because you are born that way, because that is your innate guna. Otherwise you will not be born there. Our system very clearly says that if that effect is seen, you are born, your innate gunas are innate. That is why you are born there. There may be few exceptions. Unko alag tha. Abhi that system itself is not there. Jati based is not at all there. So only you have to go by guna based and karma based. Otherwise, jati karma based was very strong and very simple. Now because jati is not there, it has to be guna based and karma based. And guna karma together, when it joins in dharmic path, it becomes swadharma. If guna dharma is there, but the path is adharmic, still not to go. If path is dharmic, but my guna is not there, it will not work. It is not tenable. It is not sustainable. Is it clear? So this is what he confirms in these three shlokas very beautifully. Like Nigraha King Karishyati was a question mark asked. From there he moved to what should be Nigraha, what cannot be Nigraha. That decides. Thought cannot be stopped. Paths can be set where free will comes. Nigraha comes there. Path, whether to use dharmic path, adharmic path, there Nigraha comes, free will. And once that is chosen, Swadharma gets fixed. Being that is only going to help rather than changing the path, because that is based on Raga Dvesha. Okay, that means I am wrongly using Nigraha to fan my Raga Dvesha. When I do Paradharma, what does it mean? I am wrongly using Nigraha. From Swadharma I am doing Nigraha by fanning my Raga Dvesha and giving it a way to grow. By that my Ahankara will grow. by that it is only going to be nasha for me on a long run. Now we understand how Karma Yoga has taken it very clearly to change that. So we are not changing people. We are not changing the innate nature of people, aligning that nature so that that path will give you intrinsic growth. And this intrinsic growth in next Janma will give you a different Janma itself, right? You will become of a different guna. That guna will help you to grow further. So never look at it only in this lifetime ka framework. When you look at it on a big way, then it is very clear. Are we able to get this? Any doubt on this? Is it clear? Okay, chalo. So the next shloka, which is the 36th, is a question coming, and a very logical question, because he asked na, he told Raga Dvesho Tayorna Vashamagache. The next question comes. Athakena prayuktoham papancharati purushaha. What makes me do papa? That Raga Dvesha is the one which is actually making me do papa. That question is going to come by Arjuna, which we will take in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namah Shivayeti Shivam Prapadye Shivohamasmeti Shivam Prapadye Shivat Paranneti Shivam Prapadye Shivohamasmeti Shivam Prapadye Navashivabhyam Navayauvanabhyam Paraspara Shrishta Nakendra Kanyam Takenakabhyam Namo Namah Shankara Parvati Bhyam. Om Vagartha Vivasam Pruttau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. Shivam Shivakaram Shantam Shivatmanam Shivottamam Shivamarga Pranetaram Pranatosmi Sada Shivam. So, Mahashivratri, do some sadhana which will help you. The idea is that Ratri time, it is 4 Prahara it is called. That time, vertebral column should be vertical, not horizontal. So don't say I can stand and sleep. That is paradharma. So sit and do something. So sit and do something as far as possible. Some time, remove some quality time to do, if not anything, do some jap, do some dhyan, something. It has a big impact on today, that night. It is very clearly, and that is why many acharyas, they do full night puja, or at least evening, that sandhya kala, and that pujas are done. So that mind is into the right track, that path. When you say na, instead of, if that mind is not into something, it will be into many things. Saas bhi kabhi bahuti, correct? It will go all around. So align it today, right? Hari.
Good night, you are supposed to sleep like 20 and minutes to sleep.
1 minute. Dhanyavada. Dhanyavada. Yeah.